Okay, so it's time to plant my cucumbers. This is a variety called Vautoma, if I pronounce it right. I'm just gonna put it on the screen. They've been chilling on the windowsill at home. I have 4 of these, and now they will go here. So I have here the carrots growing really nice, and the dill just went crazy. So what I want to do is remove half of this dill up to here, so I can put the cucumbers in the back. I also want to harvest some of the carrots, so you know, I'm still gonna have some harvest left here while the cucumbers will be establishing, because then later on I want to put basil in front. So yeah, what I'll do now is just harvest the dill and carrots from the back, and let's see how much we're gonna have from this. So I harvested all the plants in the back, and we're gonna put cucumbers there. But let me show you the harvest. So that's what we've got. This is the dill, and it's quite amazing how much I've got from this small space. You know, it's a huge amount. And carrots. Carrots really small. So what that tells me is that next year I'm gonna plant carrots, sow carrots much earlier. You know, I couldn't do it this year because Polytunnel wasn't there. But next year, if I want to go with carrots, I will have to plant them much earlier. Eventually what I'm gonna do is just use radishes instead, which grows much faster, or just greens. But all in all, I think it's a still good use of this small space. Right, so I cleared up the whole space. I still can see some roots from the dill. And you know, I hope that these roots, while decomposing, will not tie up too much nitrogen, but you know, they are not woody roots, they just, you know, very thin. So I hope it's gonna be fine, and the cucumber will, you know, just perform as it should. Anyway, I put 4 cucumbers here, and the plan is, as with the tomatoes, by the way, tomatoes are here and as you can see, they're doing quite well. I'm gonna do some update on them later on. So back to cucumbers, all I'm gonna use is my worm castings that I produced on the plot. I still have so many of these, and also the worms. What's funny is that worms are still here, so they're still processing this stuff. You know, they do not run away, and you know, and it's still moist. So I guess they should be good in here. They should not die or anything. And if they will get hungry effectively, they just can run away because I keep it open. So all I do really is just I will make a hole for the cucumber, put some worm castings in it, and then create some kind of like a mold, because as opposed to tomatoes, I don't think these guys like wet feet. So I'm gonna make sure that there is a mold and that the water is draining off nicely from the base of the stem. So yeah, so what I'm gonna do now, start planting these guys, and then put some bamboo stakes, and I'll show you how it looks like once I'm done. Okay, so I'm done here, and I also put these supports from the bamboo canes. I hope that, you know, they will be enough and eventually the cucumbers will not make them fall over this side, but you know, we're just gonna work with that later on. So as I said, I created a bit more like a molds for each cucumber, and I also make sure that it's planted exactly when it was on the same level as it was in the pot. So I'm making sure that the soil will not cover the stem. I already watered these guys, and what's also interesting, I just want to mention that I didn't harden them off at all. They literally go straight from the windowsill at my house to the polytunnel. The reason why I'm doing this is because we're not supposed to have a very hot weather, so not that much sun. At the same time, it's not cold anymore because we are in May. So what I'm hoping for, right, is that these guys will harden throughout the next week or so, and they're gonna be just fine in here. But we will see. You know, it's a bit of experiment. Worst case, you know, I can plant another set of cucumbers, but the tomatoes did just fine without hardening off, so I hope that, you know, they're gonna be good as well. Anyway, let's see how they will go. The variety, guys, it's, as I said, it's Vautoma, and you know, it's open pollinated variety, so I will hope to save some seeds for the next year from these guys. And you know, because they are in polytunnel, I hope it's going to be easier to avoid cross-pollination. All right, so that's it for today. Everything is going fine. You know, we will see how the cucumbers will do. Eventually what I will do is put some worm castings around the plants, but I still have to use all these worm castings to plant my tomatoes in the back garden, which is going to be like over 20. So, you know, I don't want to use it all. Anyway, I hope you guys, everything growing fine for you guys as well. You know, thus far everything looks okay on my plot. I didn't have too many problems with pests, maybe only flea beetle on brassicas and some slug damage after the heavy rain we had, but you know, it's unmanageable. So that's gonna be it for now, guys, and I see you next time. Take care. Bye.